warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nurlina binti Muhammad Idrus. My metric number is 10 DPM 18F2086. What is quality management? Quality can be defined as the ability of a product or service to meet the customer's needs. Quality can also be defined based on several categories, which is product-based, user experience, and production-based. There are 6 types of importance of quality. First one is quality product and service will portray a good image of the company. The second one is quality is a competitive advantage that can be used by companies to compete in the market. The third one is companies that produce quality products and services will be able to dominate the market. The fourth objective is customer often the value price as well as the quality of the products and services that they are paying for. Next, if the products are of poor quality and pose harm to the customers, they will take legal action against the product's manufacturer. The last one is quality products will enhance the reputation of companies and enable them to compete in the global market. There are 8 types of dimension of product quality. The first one is performance, reliability, durability, aesthetic characteristics, safety, customer service, features, and last one is serviceability. The definition of performance is it refers to the extent to which a product can perform its function according to the customer's intended use. It is a better product characteristic and performance reflects better quality. For the reliability it is referred to the length of the time that a product continues to function under normal conditions before it breaks down or needs repairs. Low quality products do not last long and will break down before the end of the normal product lifespan. Quality products are more long lasting and can even outlast the normal product lifespan. Durability is referred to the extent to which a product's function can withstand raw use or adverse conditions. Aesthetics characteristic. It is referred to the appearance of a product, such as its looks, feel, taste, smell, and sound. The customer reception to this characteristic or features is very subjective. It is very difficult for the manufacturer to satisfy everyone. The next one is safety. Safety is referred to the extent to which a product is safe for use by consumers. Quality products have high security features and cause no harms to the consumers. Customer service is refers to the services received by the customer before, during, and after any purchase. Quality customer service can be demonstrated through the efficiency, speed, and level of courtesy shown by the service provider, as well as ease of getting after-sales service. The next one is features. These are attributes of a product that supplement the product's basic performance. Features are the special qualities of a product that can attract customers. Serviceability. It is referred to the ease or convenience of getting repair service, replacement of parts, and after-sales service. There are 10 types of determinants of service quality. The first one is reliability, responsiveness, competence, access, courtesy, communication, credibility, security, understanding the customer, and tangibles. The first one is reliability. Reliability is refers to the ability of the service provider to perform its services dependably, accurately, and consistently. It is high-quality service operators always keep their promises to customers. Next, responsiveness. It refers to the readiness or willingness of the service provider's personnel to assist customers and provide prompt service. Quality service means being responsive during the customer's time of need. The third one is competence. It means that the service provider's staff possess the skills and knowledge required to perform their job. The fourth one is access. Access refers to the approachability and ease of contact.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Tunaika Ibu Ghaffar. My metric number is 10 DPN 18F2057.
Okay, for courtesy, this refers to the polite, respectful, considerate, and friendly manner that which personnel liaise with or attend to customers. For communication, It involves the company listening to its customer and keeping the latter informed, using the appropriate medium of communication that they can understand. Okay, for credibility, it involves the trustworthiness, believability, and honesty of the service provider. The company puts customers' interests as their main priority. They maintain a good image in the customer's mind. For security, it's to providing services that do not expose customers to danger or risk, are financially secure and provide confidentially. Customers should not feel worried when dealing with the company. All transactions will be executed accurately and all customers' personal information will be kept. Next is understanding the customer. Understanding or knowing the customers involves making the effort to get to know customers and understand their needs and requirements. The company's staff always communicate with customers and try to understand and meet the customer's need. For tangibles, it is the physical evidence of the service. It includes the appearance of physical facilities, equipment, personnel, and also communication material. Okay, what is cost of quality? Okay, it refers to the cost that a company has to bear for the non-conformance of quality. Okay, next we go to cost of quality. As we can see, there's a 4 element of cost of quality. For the first one is prevention cost. The next element is appraisal cost. The third one is internal failure cost, and lastly is external failure cost. For prevention cost, the cost associated with preventing or reducing potential defects includes the cost of training staff to increase their knowledge and skills and qualify improvement programs conducts for vendors to make them understand the company's quality requirement. For appraisal cost, the cost of evaluating the quality level of products, processes, parts and services. Next, internal failure cost, the cost of resulting from producing defective products before the products are delivered to the customer. Last one is external failure cost, the costs incurred after poor quality product have been delivered to customers. It includes the reworking costs, return goods, liability, loss of goodwill, and cost to society. Okay, we go to objective of total quality management. There's 10 objectives that we can see in this slide. So the first one is total customer satisfaction. Next is totality of functions. The third one is total range of products and services. The fourth one is addressing all aspects of dimensions of quality. The fifth one is addressing the quality aspect in everything, which is products, services, procedures, papers, resources, and also interactions. Next, satisfying all customers, internal as well as external. Next is addressing the total organizational issues of retaining customers. Next point is improving profits as well as generating new business for the future. The second last one is involving everyone in the organization in the attainment of the said objective. The last one is demanding total commitment from all in the organization towards the achievement of the objective. Okay, what is total quality management? Total quality management refers to the emphasis on quality that encompasses the entire organization from the suppliers to the customer. Okay, we go to basic concept of total quality management. There are 7 concepts of total quality management. The first one is quality. The second one is quality policy. The third one is quality management. Next is quality assurance. The fifth one is quality control. The sixth one is conformity. The last one is quality circle. Okay, for the quality, the totality of features and characteristics of product or service that bears on its ability to satisfy states or implied needs of a customer. For quality policy, the overall quality intentions and directions of an organization as regards quality formally expressed by top management. The quality policy forms an element of the corporate policy and is authorized by top management. For quality management, the aspect of the overall management functions that determines and implement quality policy. Quality management includes strategy, planning, allocation of resources, and other systematic activities for qualified such as operation and also evaluation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Shazana binti Sharif. My matric card number is 10 DPM 18F 2087. Quality assurance. Quality assurance are all those planned and systematic action necessary to provide confident that a product or service will satisfy requirement of a customer. Quality control. Quality control are operational technique and activities that are used to fulfill requirement for quality. Conformity is an affirmative indication or judgment that the supplier or manufacturer of a product or service has met the requirement of the relevant specification, content or regulation, and also the state of meeting requirement is the real test of quality. Quality circle is a process that stimulates everyone to achieve greater satisfaction in the work environment. It is based on mutual trust and cooperation. It also includes group participation, information sharing, and decision making. Okay, for basic tools in TQM, for the first one is chart sheets, scatter diagram, cause and effect diagrams, Pareto chart, flow chart, histogram, and control chart. For the first one is check sheets. A check sheet is a data recording form that has been designed to interpret result from the form itself. It needs to be designed for the specific data it is together. Used for the collection of quantitative or qualitative repetitive data. Adaptable to different data gathering situation. Minimal interpretation of result required. Easy and quick to use. No control for various form of bias, exclusion, interaction, perspection, operational, non-response, and estimation. The second one is scatter diagram. If you can see, a scatter plot is effectively a line graph with no line. The point intersection between the two data sets are plot but no attempt is made to physically draw a line. The y-axis is conventionally used for the characteristic behavior we would like to predict. It is used to define the area of relationship between two variables. Next is cause and effect diagram. The cause and effect diagram is a method for analyzing process dispersion. The diagram purpose is to relate cause and effect. Excellent for capturing team brainstorming output and for filling in form the wide picture. Help organize and relate factor providing a sequential view. Deal with time, direction but no quantitative. Can become very complex. Can be difficult to identify or demonstrate interrelationships. Pareto chart. The Pareto principle suggests the most effect comes from relatively few costs. Pareto chart can be used to compare before and after situation. It is generally used to decide where to apply initial effort for maximum effect. Flow charts. Flowchart is picture, symbol or tag coupled with line arrow on line show direction of flow. Enable modeling of process such as problem, opportunity and decision point. Develop a common understanding of a process by those involved. No particular standardization of symbology, so communication to a different audience may require considerable time and explanation. Histogram. A histogram is a graphic summary of variation in a set of data. It enables use to see patterns that are difficult to see in a simple table of number. It can be analyzed to draw conclusion about the data set. A histogram is a graph in which the continuous variable is clustered into categories and the value of each cluster is plotted to give a series of bars. And for the last one is control chart. Control chart are a method of statistical process control (CPC). They enable the control of distribution of variation rather than attempting to control each individual variation. Upper and lower control and tolerance limits are calculated for a process and sample measure are regularly plotted about a central line between the two sets of limits. The plot line corresponds to the stability trend of the process. Action can be taken based on trend rather than on individual variation. The prevent overcorrection compensation for random variation which would lead to many rejects.